secret. Even the British government, in their national audit report that came out in November, that is on the website, even the British government has noted that the last 3 years, the Turks and Caicos Islands budget income was generated mostly by land sales. They have put the whole country on sale for the last 3 years. But which means most of their revenue was coming in through stamp duty, the sale of condos, the sale of land. But when you look at the budget, just based on the numbers that you look at the budget right now, stamp duty brought in some $31.8 million in 2005, 2006. It brought in $40 million in 2006 and 2007. But, Honorable Salvo, we know that the real estate market has plummeted.
That's right.
By some estimated 50% in the Turks and Caicos Islands. And yet, this government said it is expected to receive $50 million this year, 2007, 2008, from stamp duty. Honorable Salvo, it is obvious that the government was totally wrong when they mapped out this rosy scenario. And now we are having to pay for the people of this country we have to pay the price of the gross mismanagement of the country. And the stamp duty is only one, Honorable Salvo. This is only one tiny part of the mess that this PNP government has made of this country's finances. If the government is planning, Honorable Salvo, on closing this budget gap, I think people, they are well-educated, thinking Turks Islanders out there. They are well-educated businessmen in this country. And if this government, everyone knows that if this government is planning on closing this budget gap with these new tax initiatives, so the Premier said, and they are planning to build hospitals, then they need to raise, when you estimate it, Honorable Salvo, this government needs to raise at least $35 million. And I'm being very charitable here with these numbers, or 25, because when you look at the $25 million deficit that we are in right now, plus at least $10 million a month or a year for the hospital. And Turks and Caicos, for those of you who are watching the show, our workforce here is just barely under 10,000 workers in the workforce here in the Turks and Caicos Island. This means when you look at barely 10,000 workers in this country, this government, through its economic initiatives, has pushed the earning power. More than 60% of those workers are making minimum wage now in the Turks and Caicos Islands, which is like $5 an hour. This means the government has to raise per worker. They will have to raise at least $300 to $400 per month, from each of these 10,000 workers in order to meet this demand that they have to raise money. They have already raised the port fees. We have seen them raise the gas tax. We have seen them raise the death certificate. We have seen them raise the cost of the birth certificate, the passport, the driver's license.
Everything.
I mean, everything that this government, this premier could have raised on the people of the Turks and Caicos Islands to live the Hollywood life. He has done that. And now he is coming. He had the fun. He played with the country's treasury. He's funded the country's treasury. Now we are in millions of dollars of debt. The treasury are in deficits. Now he's coming to lick us with new departure tax, health tax, and I surmise that this health tax will be deducted out of their salaries just like the national insurance tax. So we got a health tax, and Honorable Salvo, we have the hospital tax. Honorable Salvo, they will not stop until they tax at least $3,500 each worker a year in order just to meet, on the surface, just to meet these obligations. And it might be more. Each individual, every worker in this country, when you look at these numbers, and you know, I always say it's amazing that we have a minister of finance who is supposed to be who is a certified public accountant. But when you see the mess that this country finances is in, Honorable Salva, I always said, and from 4 years ago when I started coming on national television and dealing with political issues and the budget, I've always made it very clear. I may not be a certified public accountant, but I study 6th level of accountancy, and I certainly can read a budget and can comprehend a financial statement. And there is no guarantee, Honorable Salva, that even when the Premier implement this tax initiative, that this will be even, that they will get it right, even then, Honorable Salva. So the question is now a matter of survival for many families in this country, Honorable Salva, especially families with children, single mothers. How are they going to make it in this country? Where a box of orange juice that you can walk into any store in North America and pay some $50, $99, $2. We are paying in the Turks and Caicos Island $7.25 US dollars for these basic necessity. Honorable Salva, I submit.